Hello, welcome to Budasho. We are continuing our series for the beginners course. Today I will teach you second house in astrology. If you are new on my channel, please subscribe it and please watch previous videos related to this series. Let's start. First is you should know what is the second house. This will be the second house in the North Indian chart because this is the Lagna, so it is the first house, and we go on anti-clockwise. So second house will be this house. Now, these are the important points you should remember about second house. First is house direction, that is northeast, right? One second. That is northeast. We will use this direction for the Vastu purpose. Suppose in your second house, something related to, suppose a debilitated planet is sitting in the second house. So you should have problem in your northeast area related to that planet signification. Suppose moon is sitting in the second house, Scorpio sign. So Scorpio sign is the debilitation sign of the moon. Now, in the northeast direction, something related to water must have happened or water leakage must be there, right? This is how we will use this direction. Apart from this, second house lord, wherever will sit, it will give result of related to the money. Similarly, whatever planet sitting in the second house, if it is strong, then in the northeast direction, we can get money also from the northeast direction or direction of the planet also. So I will teach you planets direction in the next class when we will finish houses. Now second house is also called Maraka house. Why Maraka house? Eighth house, this is the eighth house. Eighth house is the house of longevity. Now third house is also house of longevity because it is eighth from the eighth house. When you will count from the eighth, third house will be the, this is the third house, will be the eighth from the eighth house, right? So it will be the Maraka house because second house is the 12th from the third house. So if any house is the 12th from any house, that will show the loss of that house. So third house loss will be represented by the second house. That's why it is called Maraka house. Similarly, seventh house is also called Maraka house because it is 12th from the eighth house of longevity. Third point is second house is the house of sway. What sway means is, as soon as a person born in the family, whatever family has, that person also get the possession of those things, right? Because you are getting possession because of your birth in that family. That is, by birth you are getting. That's why this is the house of sway. Sway means resources or things which you are getting by the birth. Fourth point is second house में कालपुरुष sign will be Taurus sign because कालपुरुष only have first house Mesh sign. So Taurus will be the in the second house, and second house lord will be the Venus because Taurus sign is ruled by the Venus. Full Kalpurusha only. So when we will see money yoga, Taurus sign is also important because it is the second house sign of Kalpurusha only. Right? Let's see signification. Faldipika says Bit. Bit means money or finance. That is Vidya. Vidya means education. Now see, second house is also ruled by also shows education or Vidya. That is Sway. Annapan means eating, drinking. Bhakti means worldly comforts, whatever your uh, physical needs, physical requirements for your comfortness. Then right eye, Patrika, walk means speech, Kutumb means family, and Ash means face. Second house is also face. Jatak Parijata also says Vak. Vak means speech. Bhakti, that is also worldly comforts. Eyes, that is right eye, especially right eye, although it shows eyes. Earth means money or wealth. Sway means whatever you are getting in your possessions because of your birth in a particular family. Then Kutum, that is family also. Kutum, now second house is family means whole lineage, your whole family, extended family included, right? And then Dhan, that is already. wealth. Saravali also says Arth, Swe, Kutumb, Dhan. BPHS also says Swe, Kutumb, Kosh. Kosh means treasure. So BPHS says treasure also. So second house is treasure. Parivar, that is Kutumb. Swarn, that is gold. Ratn, that is jewelry. So second house is also jewelry and gold also. Then Vyapar. Now see, BPHS says second house is Vyapar, means trade or commerce. So trade or commerce should also be seen from the second house. Rush. Rush means worldly comforts or uh, enjoyment of life. That is known as rush. And then Dhanya, that is cereals. Whatever we eat, that is related to the second house. Sarvarth Chintamani says pupil which are dependent on you also seen by the second house. Then face, mouth, speech, right eye, accumulated wealth, education. Now see, Sarvarth Chintamani also says second house education, and Faldipika also says Vidya, that is knowledge or education. Then eating also. Sarvar Chintamani also says servants and the friends also seen by the second house. Now you will not find these significations on YouTube because people don't use classics. They generally teach, but they do not uh, read classics very clearly. So first you should read classics so that if anyone comment on your post or something, so you can counter that easily. That second house is also education, Sarvar Chintamani. Similarly, second house is also servant and friends, Sarva Chantamani says. Similarly, Vidya is also seen by second house. Now, I will show you, there are so many shlokas given in the classics which shows the kind of knowledge a person can have if second house has good planets along with the Venus and Jupiter, right? So these are the significations you should remember. Significations are the most important part if you want to predict on any horoscope, because houses are the first pillars of any horoscope. Then we will counter the sign, and then we will put the planets. So it is three layer step. So first layer step is related to the significations of the house. Until and unless you don't know how many significations can be seen from how many houses, you will not be able to predict. So please remember, and please uh, use only classics first. I will show you other significations also as soon as time goes by, but let's focus on the classics first. Now see, these are the body part and the second house. First body part is the right eye, so I have already told you. Then face, nose, tongue, teeth, neck, mouth. These all are the body part which are seen from the second house. Now you can see Lagna is the east, opposite will be the west direction. Now fourth house will be the north direction, and 10th house will be the south direction. Now you see, between east and north there will be the northeast direction, so second house and third house will fall in the northeast. Similarly, 12th house and 11th house will be fall in the southeast direction. This will be the southwest direction, and these two houses will fall in northwest direction. This will be used to identify articles or items in that area, or this is used in the vastu, right? These are the body parts you have to remember from the second house. Now see, what are the significator of the second house? Sun is the significator of the right eye, and second house is seen for the right eye. Now suppose second house or second lord is afflicted along with the sun, you can say that right eye can have problem, right? Similarly, Venus and Jupiter are wealth and comfort. These are the significator for second house, wealth and comfort. Mercury and Jupiter for speech. Why Jupiter? Jupiter is the sound karaka. It is Akash element or ether element. So it is space actually. And without space, voice cannot travel. So Jupiter is also karaka of speech along with the Mercury. So sometimes you will find sloka where Jupiter must be afflicted along with the second house or second lord. And you will find speech, those will be there. Moon is related to the food or food items like milk, etc., water. So these are the significators. We will use house lord and significator both so that we can confirm that yes, this particular signification of the second house will be afflicted, because second house shows so many significations. But if Along with the second house, sun is affected, we will say right eye problem will be there. If Venus is affected, we will say wealth and comfort will not be there. If Mercury is affected, we will say speech will not be there, or something related to speech will be very bad, like this. These are the simple predictions. Second house, second lord is weak or afflicted in the chart along with the sun. I have already told you that money problem will be there also, because sun is also money, second house is also money, and problem related to the right eye will be there. Similarly, second house or second lord is weak or afflicted, as well as Mercury is also involved. Then we can say person can have problem in the speech, or he will have a speech with dosha. This is how we predict using house and house significations along with the karaka. Now see, let's see some practical examples. This is the chart of Swami Vivekanand. Let's see second house. Second house has Venus and Mercury. Both are sitting in the sign of Capricorn. And Lord, second Lord sitting in the 10th house along with the moon. Now see, there has been exchange. 10th Lord Mercury sitting in the second house, second Lord Saturn sitting in the 10th house. Now this combination shows a very good influential event in this person's life, because 10th house is the house of influence. Second house is also the house of status also. It is not given in the classics, but it is there in the Bhragu Sutra, I think. So second house is also status. Now see, Mercury is the karak of speech, second house is speech. Venus is also sitting there, natural benefic planet. Combination is happening with the 10th lord. Now you remember, someone if mentioned Swami Vivekanand, we cannot forget his speech given in the Chicago, right? Now you can see Venus is the 11th lord of global network or international. 12th house is also international, 11th house is long contact or global network. So now you can see he gave the outstanding speech in the America, in the Chicago, right? So this is how you can easily predict based on the single significations. Let's see next. Now let's talk about Dhanu Yogas. Second house is house of wealth also. I have already told you. Now how to see Dhanu Yoga using second house? First you have to see whether second house or second lord is strong or not, along with the Lagna lord. Then we have to see the connection of the second lord with the Lagna or 11th house. Then we have to see connection of the Lagna lord and 11th lord, connection of the second lord and 11th lord, connection of the second lord, 11th lord, ninth lord, fifth lord also, because fifth house, ninth house are the trines. 11th house is the house of income, or second house is the house of deposit, income deposit, because it is fourth from the 11th house. So fourth from any house will show storage of that house. So storage of the 11th house will be the second house. That's why we say second house is accumulated wealth. So these connection, if we find in a particular horoscope, you can say that yes, Dhani Yoga is there, and you can give the remedy if person is facing problem related to the money. Let's talk about chart first. Queen Elizabeth. See Lagna Lord and 11th Lord having exchange. First you see the second house. Second house has the Venus. Who is the Venus? 10th Lord as well as the 5th Lord. So it is Kendra and Trikona both. That's why it is Yokaraka sitting in the second house. And second Lord of money sitting in the 11th house. Second house, 11th house connection has been made. Saturn is also aspecting Lagna as well as the 11th Lord Mars, which is already sitting in the Lagna. You can see what a great yoga it is, right? This is how you simply have to see. First, you see second house, where the second Lord is sitting. If it is connected to the fifth house, eighth house, Lagna, 11th house. Now see, Venus is the fifth Lord sitting in the second house. Saturn is the Lagna Lord sitting in the 11th house. 11th Lord sitting in the Lagna. So exchange has been also there, right? And Saturn is also expecting Lagna from the 11th house. So as soon as this person born, it will have all the facilities, because 11th house is the house of fulfillment of desires. That's why. Now see, Jupiter is also involved. Jupiter is Karaka of the second house also. Don't forget that Saturn is also the Lagna Lord and second Lord. This is how we see yoga. Let's see Bill Gates. Now see, second house is empty. Second house Lord is Moon, sitting in the 10th house, aspected by the Mars and Mercury. Who is the Mercury? Mercury is the Lagna Lord and Mars is the 11th Lord. So 11th Lord, Lagna Lord connection to the second house Lord is coming here. So it is a great yoga, right? This is how we have to see. This is simple terms. Just see second house Lord connection, Lagna Lord connection, 11th Lord connection, and connection with the trine or Kendra houses, right? If it is Yog Karaka, then because I have already told you fifth house is Lakshmi Sthana and fourth house, 10th house, Lagna, fourth, seventh house. These are Kendras. Kendras are the Vishnu Sthana. So their connection is also good, right? Let's talk about Warren Buffett. Second house Lord sitting in the Lagna, aspected by the Lagna Lord Jupiter. Each planet aspects seventh house from it. So Jupiter is sitting here, so seventh house from Jupiter will be here. So Jupiter will be aspecting here. Similarly, Saturn is aspecting. So mutual aspect. This is called mutual aspect. And Mars is also sitting there. Mars Yog Karaka because it is fifth lord, right? Now see Saturn, which is the second lord, Venus Mercury combination happening in the 10th house, aspected by the Saturn. Saturn also has 10th aspect. So Saturn is sitting in the Lagna. Now count from Lagna 10th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this house will be the 10 from the Saturn. So Saturn's 10th aspect will fall here. I will show you aspect when we talk about planets because aspects are very special thing and they have hidden uh, prediction point. Jeff Bezos, founder of the Amazon. Now see second lord and ninth lord sitting in the 11th house. Mars and Saturn sitting in the 11th house. Who is the Mars? Second lord of money, sitting in the 11th house with the 11th lord. And 11th lord Saturn also aspecting Lagna, where the Lagna lord is already sitting. So it is a very good combination, very good yoga. Also, don't forget that Mars and Saturn also aspecting fifth house because fifth house is seventh from it. So every planet aspect seventh from it. And this Mars is the ninth lord of Lakshmi Sthana also. So it has yoga of wealth. Ratan Tata, my favorite. Second lord and fourth lord exchange. See, second house has Jupiter. Jupiter is the Lagna lord. Second, no matter. Although Capricorn is the debilitation sign of the Jupiter, but it doesn't mean that yoga has been disturbed. No, planets sitting in the zodiac sign is only shows their positional strength. So strength can be less or more, but it doesn't mean that yoga has been disturbed. No, yoga will be already there because Lagna Lord is sitting in the second house. It has already become a yoga. Now it doesn't matter it is sitting in which sign because sign shows the strength of the yoga. Now see second Lord Saturn sitting in the fourth house. Fourth house Lord sitting in the second house. Now there has been exchange. So this is also exchange also works in a very mysterious way. So here Jupiter will be prominent sometimes, Saturn will be prominent sometimes. Saturn, which is the second lord of money, sitting in the fourth house, also aspecting Lagna by the 10th aspect. This is how. Now see 11th lord connection. 11th house has the moon or 11th house lord Venus sitting in the Lagna, right? So this is also a combination. So these are the examples you can use, and please remember, listen the video very carefully and apply each and every steps very carefully so that you can easily learn it or you cannot skip any part. Second thing is practice makes a man perfect. Until and unless you don't practice, you will not find these things very useful to you. So When I will teach you prediction, then I will say you that why this combination is getting disturbed. Now suppose this person is facing problem related to the money. Why it will face problem related to the money? Because Lagna Lord itself is debilitation sign in the second house. Although there has been exchange, but planets works in a very subtle way, very subtle way. We cannot predict clearly that these are the only effect represented by the planets. So there I will show you that here remedy should be done related to the Jupiter. Now what remedy should be done? This is mysterious part. So thank you so much. Let's meet again. Please subscribe if you like it.